Hey happy people, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Joelle, and you're watching
A Double Dose.
Today we are pressing the rewind button on some up-and-coming stars who were up-and-coming at one point.
They were, and we interviewed them way back when. Take a look.
First up, we have an artist who is absolutely incredible. We interviewed him about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Goes by the name of Mali Music, and he is a sort of positive messaging Christian rapper that kind of has subliminal gospel messages throughout his songs.
Yeah.
And now he is nominated for a Grammy.
He is. That's why we chose to rewind to this interview from 2 years ago in WLOY Studios with Mali Music. Take a look.
And this is a double dose of entertainment. Yes, we're twins, and even though we look alike, our opinions may differ. So we're here to give you a double dose of all things entertainment and fun. And today we're here with Mali Music. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah, hey.
Okay, mic's on? Yep. Okay, so again, we're here with Mali Music today. Thanks so much for being here at Loyola University. And just tell us a little bit about how you got started.
Well, just a country boy from Savannah, Georgia. Playing a keyboard at church, you know, like most of the quote-unquote greats.
Yeah.
Singing, so I was able to be very familiar and get a ton of confidence musically, foundationally, and even spiritually at a very young age. Moved to California. My dad got a job out there. We're in Fresno, and it wasn't too many months later, I was in Los Angeles, linked up with Holly Carter. That turned into Akon. That turned into BET Awards. That turned into RCA. That turned into Mali Is. It's
What
awesome.
was it like performing for BET? I mean, were you nervous before? Were you nervous, especially to perform to a very secular audience?
Yeah, well, I don't think nervous was the word, but I was kind of shaky until they called my name. And that was crazy because, like, all the other stuff I didn't see in, like, my visions before, but the moment they said Mali Music and the guy's like, okay, you're wrong. I was right where I was there before. So everything on stage was familiar, and the audience didn't matter. As long as you have two eyes, a smile, maybe some people have one eye, but a smile and a soul, I think that the music can impact you.
Very good. And also, you know, BET was just a start. You performed on huge stages. Essence. What was it like to perform for Essence?
It was amazing. And it was crazy to actually hear and see your music be that effective to that many people coming out of those particular speakers.
Right.
It was just awesome and epic and on stage, and I was also able to meet and see and break bread with a lot of other artists, and I was heavily inspired.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Who did you see that, you know, you had never met before at Essence Music? I mean, everybody's there. Beyonce was there.
Everybody was there. It was awesome. Well, I'm in love with Beyonce's guitar player, BB. So I was able to talk to her. I love what she did, and she definitely, you know, gave me some time. Janelle Monáe was great and extremely unique. I also linked up with Jill Scott, and she was awesome, and she's kind of like the mother of what it is.
I think I saw a picture of you with Jill Scott.
Yeah, it was me, her, and Khan.
Okay.
So yeah, I was able to meet a lot of people.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Cool. What was the feedback like from the audience after that?
Many people were taken aback, and the thing that brought me the most happiness was over 70% of the people who came to me and said anything to me never heard my music before.
Wow.
So it's always good when you're not just watering the water, but when somebody's like, yo, I never heard you until tonight, and I love everything you do, and the next day, like, you can see them blasting on Twitter like they were Mali Music fans for like 15 years. So that's a beautiful thing.
It is. We had, once we, you know that we were going to interview and everything, I, of course, go to Google like everyone else. And I remembered in my head Google Mali Music, but our cousin actually does spoken word. And in one of his spoken words, he says Google Mali Music. So that's what kind of clicked.
Nice.
Oh, I know who he is. Yeah. So what is it like working with Akon? I watched the 106 & Park interview. What was it like, is like working with him?
Well, it's beautiful. I never noticed until we met how musical he was.
Yeah.
So I love his choice of music, his interests, and also what he was able to accomplish internationally. The fact that he didn't get boxed into overly trying to please the house, and just was able to open up to everything that God had allowed, you know, his music to reach. And so now, whether Akon does no shows in America, he can do 5,000 shows anywhere else, and the fact that he's still relevant here and is going to make some major moves, I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's great. What do you hope? What is the main hope that you hope people take away from your music? Obviously, gospel music, you do it much different than the average gospel artist. And so, what do you hope that people take away from your music?
Well, I hope that people see the genre that, you know, God has given me mixed with the presentation, the fun that I have on stage, and the assertiveness and confidence that I walk in, to be able to know that there's something being born. Life kind of ends when we recognize or feel that we've seen it all, we know it all, and we kind of have an idea. So wait, was this a country record? I know how this is going to sound.
Yeah.
What is this, rock? Okay, what does it sound like this? But the fact that there's something that people can explain will cause them to listen to it and know that, you know, the world is not finished birthing things, the earth is not finished birthing things, and, you know, God is still creating.
Great. And where does your stage name come from, Mally?
Yeah, well, my name is Courtney Jamal
Yeah.
Pollard, and I'm from Savannah, so everybody calls you by your middle name, so it was always Jamal, and my mom would embarrass me and call me Molly.
Okay.
I actually resented the name for years, but I recognized that it identified me musically, and it just fit perfect. Molly
Nice.
Music.
And I heard on one of the interviews, I believe you were talking to CeCe Winans, that you were saying that Courtney writes music that only Mally can perform.
Mm-hmm.
And of course that sparked my interest with, you know, Nicki Minaj has so many things with alter egos, even Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do you kind of take on that and explain it to people who automatically think about Nicki Minaj and Beyonce? Obviously that's not you.
Yeah.
How would you take that?
Well, I think that everything is very, very safe with the persona.
Mm-hmm.
You have like President Obama. I'm sure that the way he speaks isn't the way
Yeah.
that he talks to his children. You know what I mean? Every day, but it is a way and a petition that he has to take our podium in order to be accepted by so many different types of people. So Molly Music is the brand or the presentation of all the jumbled content that Courtney Pollard experiences.
Good. Interesting. And can you let us know a little bit of what's next for you?
Everything is next. I mean, we're here in, you know, this radio station, so I'm definitely excited about getting something out. And, you know, if the label is comfortable enough with allowing you and funding you the opportunity to be able to go places and shop, they must know that they're onto something great.
Yeah.
I've been working on this album for a really long time. It's been in the making of my life, and it's extremely clear, and I'm excited to see how it bounces off of people. So we're getting ready to drop. We just dropped the sampler on Twitter and Facebook and SoundCloud, which is 5 songs from the new album. Because I got to transition people, you know, with what's going on. And we're going to be releasing the first single, Fight For You, in January, and the album drops in March. And it's going to change everything, I'm sure of it. Mark my words.
Do you know any cities that you'll be visiting? We're not from Baltimore. We're from Jersey. Yeah.
Right. On this tour, I know we're going to be doing Baltimore, Philly, Chicago, DC, Atlanta, and did I say New York already?
No.
That.
New York. All right. When
Yeah.
you coming to New York?
When is New York? The
8th.
8th.
Okay. Of this of October?
Yep.
Oh, next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So come through.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to thank you so much again for your time. We're definitely going to play Ready Aim, which
Yes.
is on the new album, correct?
It is.
Okay, so this is a little bit of an unconventional time for Double Dose to be on. Usually we're on Fridays from 7 to 9, but we want to thank you so much for doing this for us. And can you just kind of plug what you're doing later on today? You have a show?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for having me. It was awesome and it was beautiful. I'm going to be at the Baltimore Sound Stage
Oh, great.
tonight
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock with Raheem Devon. Me and my DJ Slow Mo, we just going to come out and do what we do. And I'm telling you guys, I don't think you want to miss it. It's going to be really good. So I'm tweeting it and really putting it out there. All I can do is open the invitation, but I can't explain what I believe you guys will receive. So it's going to be really good.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us again today. We're going to play Ready Aim right
Let's
now.
go.
Yep. So, there you go.
Thanks, guys.
Next up, we have one of my favorite artists, Seven Streeter.
Yes.
We interviewed her just last year around this time. We went to Soundstage in
yes.
Baltimore, Maryland, where we were still in school, and interviewed her. She was so sweet, no entourage or anything.
Not at
It was
all, just her and her dad.
her and her dad in the dressing room. She was such a sweetheart. Take a look.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us. We really do appreciate it. Great performance.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about your album. Or
Man,
EP.
it's called Me Crazy, but because I just feel like a lot of times in relationships, you know, you feel like the person that you with is acting a little crazy. It does happen.
Oh, I understand.
Right. or they may feel like that about you at some point in time too, and you both have your valid reasons for acting how you're acting, and you know, so I call Me Crazy, but you know, and the song kind of break down all the other things.
Now, touring with Beyonce, we have to talk about that and the covers that you did. I am probably Beyonce's biggest fan.
We gonna fight. We gonna fight.
And I do give some people a lot of slack for trying to cover her, but since I like you, I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
Where does the inspiration come from to get your covers?
Oh man, I like to, cause people a lot of times they just have to keep in mind that I'm a fan just like everybody else is a fan. So I covered, songs of people who I'm a fan of, and I'm a huge Beyonce fan. Like, sit up on YouTube for hours and just watch concerts and videos, and the same thing. I did a Keisha Cole cover. Everybody know I love Keisha. She's a great friend of mine, and she's been, even on my last tour, I covered a Keisha Cole record, and it's something about the way that Keisha speaks to women in her records that we all connect with. So that's why I wanted to do, the Keisha Cole cover. The Drake Janae cover. I just love that record. Like, I love what it's saying. I'm not even gonna lie, I've had a couple drunken nights listening to From Time and saying, dang, this is exactly how I feel. I feel you, Janae, when you say that. Like, what's up? Like, I feel you, girl. So, you know what I mean? So I like to, cover songs that, that I'm a fan, so I had a good time.
And how is it different going from girl groups that you were in before to now being on stage by yourself?
Ooh, the difference, well, for one, I gotta live on a treadmill a whole lot more. Because there's no, passing the mic. All right, I'm gonna take a little water break. And that's still a positive. It's not a bad thing. But I love the fact that, I get to choose the songs that I'm personally, in love with. Or I get to, dance exactly like how I want to dance. And it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of just creative, just freedom that comes along with, being up there by yourself.
Anywhere else that you draw your inspiration from or energy from to be up there by yourself and then just the treadmill?
Sheesh. Where else do I draw inspiration from? Honestly, just watching, videos and concerts of artists that I love, whether, from Usher to Shania Twain, to Beyonce, to Janet Jackson, to, my fam, to Chris, so I like to watch, I just like to watch great performers and learn whatever I can learn from them, just, from watching.
All right, now I gotta throw a hard question in.
Okay.
Do you want to go the Chris Brown route or the dating route?
You know what? Just shoot.
All right, good. So Chris Brown, what do you think when you see, the news flashing, acting crazy again? What goes through your mind?
Whenever it's family at the end of the day. It's just family, and I tried. Obviously you can't run away from the news and things like that, but I know who Chris is to me, and who he is to my team, and I just it's my family. So just the same as you would feel if that were your brother, you know what I mean, or you would feel if that were your brother. You pray for them, and whenever they need support, whatever, like you're there. So I don't base things off of the news and the media. I know my relationship with my brother, so yeah.
Great. And are you dating anyone?
Oh man. You know what? I wish. I wish I was dating somebody. No, it's just really hard. I kid you not. Like, it's really hard. I met somebody new that I was like, okay, he's cute. Like, I was excited, and turns out it's like, as soon as he's in my city, literally the same week, I'm going to be in his city. So it's like, so we can't even have a first date. So
this is someone who's touring? Is it someone that we know?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay.
Not in music. Not in music. But, so it's like, I try to date, but, sometimes you have time for it. Sometimes you don't. And, hey, if it works out, then it means that it was really, truly meant to be.
Coming up next, we have one of the best interviews I think we have done so far with Kat Dahlia. She is an incredible, incredible artist, kind of pop, a little bit of folk, a little sultry, a little sexy, a little bit of everything in her music. She's from Miami, Florida, and she's incredible. She's blown up in the past couple of months. We interviewed her about 2.5 years ago.
Right before her first album came out. And she'll talk about that on the interview.
Yes, and her song was recently on Grey's Anatomy. She's done concerts throughout the entire country. So we are so, so happy that she is becoming more notable. Her songs have been on pop radio stations, top 40 stations. So take a look at Kat Dahlia.
Hey happy people, what's up? I'm Jordan. And I'm Joelle. And this is a double dose of entertainment
We're here to give you the latest, hottest, juiciest entertainment news, and of course, play some of our favorite hip-hop and R&B tunes right here on WLOY Loyola Radio, 1620 AM Baltimore, streaming online at WLOY.org, and Campus TV channels 3 and 35. And today we have a little bit of a special show. We have new artist Kat Dahlia here with us today, playing some of her music, singing for us, and giving us an interview. So thanks so much for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you just describe a little bit about yourself, just a little bit before we get a taste of your music?
Yeah, I'm a new emerging artist out of Miami, born and raised, 305 till I die. And I came to New York about 3 years ago in the pursuit of a dream to start really making music. And I kind of hopped into a crazy relationship right away and kind of took me out of focus of what I wanted to do. And finally, when I got out of it, and I realized a lot about myself, and I grew a lot from it. And from there, I just focused and really got into it, and it's been going great since then. So.
Okay, sounds great. So we're going to get into your first song. If you can give us a little bit of description of that before you go ahead and sing it.
This is Gangsta. This is the first single off of my album, which is dropping in July. I got the video. I just saw the edit for the video, too, and the video is dope. It's based in Miami, and that's going to come out March 5th.
Yes.
And, yeah, this is kind of like my autobiography. Kind of gives you a nice picture of who I am.
Okay. Sounds good. Here we go.
You say you a gangster, that don't impress me none. You say you a gangster, ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help from no one, Yeah, I'm young, 21, living in a crazy world, but I know the difference between a man and a herb. You frontin' like you got it, claim they hating on your wallet. Gucci telling you the time and you watch it. Now I ain't stunning like my daddy. He's living with my Grammy, used to be a big baller. He's surviving off of gambling, but I love him, he's my daddy. I love him, he's my daddy. Put him in a big house before I ever see a Grammy. And my mommy started working days at the church, finding faith in God. Cause the real world hurts, so much evil looks. They just make us work, but we can't find work. I will love mommy and the girls in a one-bedroom South Beach lifestyle. They paying for the view. Mommy on the couch since she was 42, sacrificing for the kids, cause that's what mommies do. I smoke my spliff, I spliff it hard. But Candy says to stop, my voice is getting too harsh. So I sobered up and my thoughts stay rushed. And now I think of you behind bars, cross state lines, they spliffing good. In Miami, you catch a charge, and the whole family tears apart. You say you a gangster, that don't impress me none. You say you a gangster, ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help from no one, You say you a gangster, but that don't impress me none. You say you a gangster, I ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help from no one. And this recession's so depressing. My parents don't stop stressing, just hoping I learn all their lessons. Hey, and I'm praying for this session, and I'm paying rent, food, clothes, phone, and Christmas presents. So I'm 6 shots in, I'm just counting on my blessings. There's no days off, baby, I ain't resting. I took my sins, I'm done. You say you a gangster, that don't impress me none. You say you a gangster, ain't seen nothing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help. No, I ain't getting help. No. You say you a gangster, that don't impress me none. You say you a gangster, ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help from no one. It's one way to the top, I'm I'm on a mission, catch up. I said, men selling love like thieves. But when the girlie leaves, they'll stop flirting with me. So I took my heart off of my sleeve. I never trust a man, yeah, they all hungry. Yeah, they all hungry. I never trust a man, cause they all hungry. Right when you thought you had me, you lost someone. Right when you thought you had me, you lost someone. Right when you thought you, when you thought you, when you thought you, when you thought you. You say you a gangster. That don't impress me, none. You say you a gangster. I ain't seen nothing you done. Thank you, twinsies.
Thank you so much for that. We loved that song. We've been listening to it a lot here at the station, kind of during our hours. We
Yeah. I'm like chilling out in the back and paid listening to
So you talked about a little bit before being a new artist. What has your journey been like so far?
It's been going really well. I feel like there's a wind pushing me in the right direction. So everything has been going smoothly so far, you know. Obviously in the music industry, when you get into it like I did, not knowing anything, it's a lesson every day to learn how to stay true to yourself, how to take care of certain situations and deal with a lot of personalities and things like that, while also staying true to what you believe in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, I'm not in the music business, but can definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
And we have been obviously reading up on you a little bit, getting some background information, and we've heard people describe your sound kind of like Rihanna, kind of like, we heard a little bit of, I guess, Nelly Furtado in there. Amy Winehouse. Yeah, how would you yourself describe your sound?
It's hard to describe it because it is it's kind of a mixture of a lot of sounds. So growing up, I listened to a lot of B.B. King, I listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin, I listened to a lot of Bob Marley, I listened to a lot of Celia Cruz, you know.
Yeah.
So you definitely hear a mixture of all those influences in my voice.
So now, style-wise, fashion-wise, a lot of singers now are kind of going towards fashion icons, and everyone will post pictures of her, but you can't see her right now. This girl is dressed ridiculously. It's incredible. So how do you see yourself with your fashion, and maybe does that kind of tie into your music too?
Yeah, I think that my fashion sense is definitely going to be a reflection of who I am personally and what my music reflects, which is, you know, I definitely have a bohemian side to me. I have that kind of glamorous side too, where I can be really, you know, sleek and sexy. And then I also have a touch of urban to me as well. So it's kind of like a mixture, which, you know, is kind of like my music.
Yeah, that sounds good. And you said that you have a new music video, new music coming out in the future, new music video out this week coming up.
Yes.
How excited are you about that?
I am so excited. I'm just excited to put out more music. I got a bundle of 3 songs dropping on the 5th, 305.
Oh, that's cute.
I found out about that. I was like, 305. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I got new music dropping, and I know that so many fans are kind of like, yo, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
So I'm just glad to be getting more stuff out. And so like I said, the bundle, 3 songs on the 5th, and the video, and then I got the album in the summer, so everything is just...
Falling in place.
Yeah, falling in place.
And do you hope to work with any artists in the future? Are you working with any artists currently?
I've been working with a lot of amazing producers, and I just got word. No? Well, I'm going to London. I do know. I'm going to London, and I'm not sure who I'm working with, but I think it's somebody really amazing.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely be. We'll keep following you, and we'll keep our people updated.
Sorry, my assistant, she's like doing this with her neck, like, no, not too much.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. And we'll definitely keep everyone updated. And we are so grateful for you coming into the studio today.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much again. That was artist Kat Dahlia, and that does it for us. I'm Jordan. And I'm Joelle. And this is a double dose of entertainment.
So cute. I love that. Like, I can't help but smiling and just be cheesy about it. So cute. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I guess so.
Ooh, that was a lot of interviews.
It was. I hope that you all enjoyed Molly Music, Seven Shooter, and Kat Dahlia. Again, interviewed them way back when. Who knew? Grammys, Grey's Anatomy, opening for Beyonce means so many great things these artists have done, and we are so happy that they spent the time with us. As always, wishing you love and happiness. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Joelle, and this is A Double Dose.